A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome to my channel. This is a natural flow of life, a part of woman's body and her existence on planet Earth. And sometimes it's also in the face. Like many things can be ignored, many things can be forgotten about throughout the day. But your cycles are something that you cannot really forget about. And for some women, when I was doing this research, I came across a lot of women who were in this pain. And personally, God has made me also a woman, so this is something that I could relate with forever. Even as a child and, while growing up, it was very weird to actually experience it. And anybody who's in the twin flame journey, any woman, I have noticed twin flame journey is not easy, but it's also very gratifying, because long time of your life in the puberty years, many years in fact I would say go into that puberty, adolescence, growing up. So we can say at least 10 years, right, since childhood days when we count. There is so much confusion about this, especially in families where the masculine or feminine energy is distorted. Wherever there is distortion of energy, there will be a problem in the flow. As simple as that, because everything is energetic. If there is a block in your third chakra, the confidence, it has to be connected with your male and female bodies also. There are some women who are not at all confident in their skin, because since childhood they were compared, since childhood they were told, oh, you're a woman, you can't do this, you can't do that, or many other things they saw in the form of distorted feminine, helpless feminine, covert narcissist, different types of women they encounter, and they're never able to talk about this subject that freely, especially the discomfort surrounding it. If you say I'm uncomfortable, I have pain, they would say it's very natural, but it is not natural. Because trust me, there are many women who don't have any pain, they don't experience any problem whatsoever. And when you look at them, some of them may not be that healthy. But when you talk to them, and as per my research I did that, because I also wanted to know that the women, whosoever it was, say there were 5-6 women, I talked to all of them. I did not see that they follow a healthy lifestyle or they follow fitness regime, or they even eat proper food. But what was very evident when I spoke to them was their level of confidence and their love towards who they are, just the way God has made them. In their families, maybe when they were being raised, there were no such things like, okay, you can't do this because you're a woman. They were sent to good schools, they were sent to good colleges. And when I say good, it's not just about the label. It's like the parents are very attentive towards the child, very much attentive. So that gave them some kind of confidence on themselves. Surprisingly, many such women were housewives, homemakers, and they had a good lavish lifestyle also. The husbands were very caring. The husbands were very loving, doing so much for them. And still the women would feel that it's a privilege. It is not something that he's doing, so I should be thankful. He should be doing it. It is his duty to look after me and my offsprings. That amount of confidence. And when I asked them, did you have any pain while childbirth? They said no. And it was very shocking to even hear that they did not. Now, I'm not saying that they have perfect lives, because nobody has perfect life on planet Earth. Nobody. And when they are angry or upset about certain things, it is more about why people are not acting a certain way. They should act the way I want them to act around me. So then that is a different part altogether, and these people would never actually enter into healing or doing inner work as such. They may be interested into it, they may be very much well versed about it, but they will never think that there is anything to work upon, which is good and which is bad in some ways. And as I always say that your life, my life, all of our lives, it is all predestined. Now, so many of you are suffering in this journey because you feel that nobody loves you. Nobody loves you and you're not worthy enough and you're not good enough to be loved. People have betrayed you, people have cheated you, but you must be putting a lot of onus of it on who you are as a person in totality. Instead of saying that, yeah, it could be situational, it could be conditional, it could be some other reason, XYZ reason, it's nothing to do with me. If somebody rejects you, for example, if somebody rejects anyone, their thought should not be they are rejecting me because I am so bad. Unless it is actually like that, then that's the time when you should do inner work. So is inner work connected to you having a certain type of self-image? Or is it destined? Is it your destiny? Was it your destiny to have these type of moon cycles or this type of pain or flow or whatever it is every month? Or do you think that you chose it? Or do you think there are so many others who don't have this life or these type of challenges or these type of even growth patterns? Because those who are in surrender stage, who are out of the surrender stage or who have absorbed a certain percentage of the surrender stage, these people would know that how gratifying this journey is. And a lot of people listen to channelings every day for the same reason. I know there are negative comments also, or painful comments, or people are very upset and abusing the masculine energy. That's because they could be going through that stage right now. They could be going through crisis, they could be going through runner chaser, or they could be going through a long separation where they are in waiting energies. And I've always said, if you are in waiting energies, please get out of it. There is no need for you to wait for anybody or anything. Nothing stops. Even when people leave this planet, even when our near and dear ones go away, still we continue to live. Even if somebody is sick or unwell, we still continue to live. Nothing stops. This planet will not stop working if somebody has walked away from you. So why wait for them and stop the flow of your life? And this is the craziest thing, you can say the craziest discovery, and I want you to help me cross-check it if you want to. So many people told me that they have more difficulty in period during the long separation. Before the long separation, they were having some kind of like normal life they were living, or they were more focused on their relationship or other things, but not so much on this. They would take painkillers or they would just go by the day, they would not think so much about it. It's also said that right before the period starts, most women feel a little horny and a little aroused. Even that is said. There are a lot of scientific reasons or biological reasons behind many things that happen, because women is also the creator, so she creates the womb or the space for the womb, and she's the one who keeps the body, the baby, the fetus inside her, the child inside her, the life inside her. So that's why also her body is created in such a way that she is the one who has to go through all of this pain and all of this. Even if not pain, it's a process, it's a procedure that happens every month. You can't ignore it. You just can't ignore it. So this is a part of my research where I felt that a lot of women who were going through pain, aches, even other bodily pains and aches was happening most in the separation, the long separation. Before that, they were not even focused on their pain. Before that, it's only and only about masculine, to the point that they do everything. They do everything, that they stop thinking about themselves as a living being. They are just someone's gratifier or pleaser or caretaker, all of that. When they go through this long separation, their inner work becomes more solid and stable because there's no place to run. But still, there are people who live in denial. There are people who live in waiting energies. They just don't want to let go of their fears, of their limiting beliefs, of the feeling of unworthiness. They are literally depending on somebody to come back to them and accept or tell them that yes, I caused you pain. As if they need a validation. Going through the pain is not a validation for them. They want someone to walk up to them and to tell them that, yes, I hurt you. Therefore, you should be in pain, you must be in pain, I am sorry, or whatever. This is the problem most of them are facing. They are hurt because somebody hurt them and they did not take any responsibility. Well, actually, when we get hurt, it's always our responsibility. That's why I said I see different types of people, and the way they write or the way they interact, even within the community, it explains a lot, almost everything, because what they are going through towards the masculine. There are people who are going through something towards the source. Then there are people who are going through something towards inner work. Then there are people who are going through something towards their mission work, career, learning about life. So everybody has got gravitation towards different things in life. And this changes as the stages progress. When they start ascending in the twin flame ascension journey because of the impact or the effect of the journey, which is very naturally happening actually for a lot of people. Effortlessly it happens once the Kundalini awakens. There is no looking back. Yes, there is pain. There is pain. Why not? There is physical pain. Ask women who go through pain during the cycles. I have spoken about one more thing to all my dear wonderful ladies out here. You guys have to even check your cycles. Your period cycles have a lot of impact on your life. I spoke about people getting their cycles aligned with the moon. If you are getting your cycles while or during full moon, it will have a good impact on you. Because in general, when period starts in a woman's body and also PMS kicks in, just some people go through it for 2-3 days, some people a little more, some people don't have any problems whatsoever. But I think in the ascension journey, it's actually good because you can work on what are the things that cause this pain. So I used to get my periods just about any time and I never used to keep a track of it. But when I started getting serious about inner work, automatically, without any effort, I would think about it. Like, what's the moon status today? And I realized that with time, my cycles got totally aligned with the full moon. On its own, on their own, with the full moon. Especially when I stopped taking, or I would stop taking the painkillers or any medicine, that particular month, the cycles would be absolutely perfectly aligned with the full moon. So I'll tell you why. So when the full moon phenomenon takes place, at that point in time, the vibration of the planet is higher. That's why the tidal, you can see the waves are higher. The sea is much closer to land. There is a lot of activity also. And this is also the time when a lot of people, they do Naam Simran all over the world. They do a lot of prayers, they do a lot of cleansing work. Because as much as these negative entities are on a rise, even the positive has to balance. So even they work during this time more. Where I go, over there also, we have a 24-hour Naam Simran during full moon, night and day. So people are constantly chanting Ram Naam at that point in time. So that even their energy is high. And you know that during the cycles, our energy, the body energy goes low. But because of the full moon, the impact is, it balances it out. So isn't it such a wonderful thing to be aligned? Your cycles should be aligned with the full moon. And I'm talking about this because this is very scientific. You should watch one show called the IT Guys. And there's one very funny episode which is about, when women get periods, what happens to the men around them. If you have seen it, please comment about it and let all of us know how you feel about that episode. It's a very genuine episode. Obviously, these people are programmed. They're living the sansaric life, but it's shown in a very hilarious way. And a lot of things that you watch in that show, when I used to watch it, I used to really have a good time. I can still watch it, all the episodes again. but I've seen it so many times, it's very predictable. So periods have an impact on everybody. A woman's period will impact the husband, the boyfriend, the brother, the father, all masculine energy. And if masculine are not nice to women during this time, it's not a good thing. For example, there are some men, they use the PMS pain as a joke. They say, oh, you must be PMSing right now. Are you on PMS right now? Why are you acting this way? Why are you acting up so much? It's actually a very biological thing, and a lot of people go through it, and I'll tell you why they go through it. Because women are so much in stress just for being a woman. And these cycles remind them even more that you're a woman. Because all the bleeding and all the, body is worked up, blood pressure, fluctuates, a lot of things happen to some people. And then there are some people who have no problem. They have no problem even in childbirth. Childbirth and periods, these are literally on your face. They're telling you on your face, you are a woman. And when you're not clear with it, it can hurt sometimes. And why shouldn't it? Why shouldn't it? It will give you good places to do your inner work. Every month you will actually ascend more and more. If you're in the final stages of your twin flame journey, you will notice that your periods have a very strong impact in your ascension journey. Okay, so there is some construction work happening, and I don't want this disturbance to happen during the channeling. So I'll pause it over here, but I'll come back to it soon. The masculine does not want so many mirrors. This masculine wants only one mirror to give them stimuli, whether that mirror is physically right next to them or not, or whether they are going to use all the things that the mirror had said when they were together, or they will be taking inspiration from the mirror in the online community, from the online world, because they still don't have the courage. And those who are already in talking terms, they are in harmonization phase also, they will also have their ups and downs, because now the mirror is even more clear. Earlier there were days when the mirror was dirty, there was a layer of dirt on it, and the cleaning up had to be done. Now the mirror is so shiny clean, the reflection is so clean and clear, that they even remember the things that they were told in the past. And that is how the masculine template has the epiphanies. The collective will have the epiphanies, and they'll be like, oh my god, this was so right, oh my god, that was so right. So females, the feminine energy, females or males, okay, anything, but feminine energy, when they are not patient, they go on saying, I'm not getting that phone call, or I'm not getting unblocked, or I'm not, because they still haven't done the proper inner work. If they do inner work, if they ascend, honestly, they will not have time to think about this, because it will just happen one fine day just like that. So yes, I'll re-continue because the noise is really disturbing me. I don't know how loud it is in the recording, but it's disturbing me, distracting me a lot. I'll see you soon in another one. Now can you hear it? One love and peace out, and Jai Shri Ram.